Good afternoon everybody. What a lucky spotted start to our Wednesday sunset safari. We're down in Amakhala Game Reserve in the Eastern Cape, and we are live with one of three young male cheetahs that are normally together. I haven't spotted the other two yet, but we've literally just found him, so hopefully we find the others soon. My name is Tess, behind the camera is Igor, and we are very happy to not be wearing jackets for a change. Yay, it's warmed up. It is actually quite a surprise to see the cheetah in the shade. This is the first time we've seen them in the shade in weeks. They're normally out in the sun because it's been so cold, and finally it is time for them to have a rest in the shade. What a good day it is. This looks like it's the collared male. I can see a bit of a streak on the neck. And he looks like he's got a pretty full belly too. So he's had a decent meal. Now I'm thinking maybe that's where his brothers are. Perhaps they are somewhere where they might have a kill. We saw a jackal. That's actually what made us find the cheetah. A jackal crossed the road and went straight towards that patch of shade. So we stopped to try and look for the jackal to see where it had gone so we could show you, and lo and behold, there was a cheetah lying there. So the jackal actually led us to the cheetahs, as they often do. What a fantastic start. We have got something that the predators have killed, an ostrich. We still don't know where the other two are, unfortunately, but at least this boy is alive. He has moved, he's sitting up, he looks amazing. And when he sits like that, this is the most deceiving. Oh, he's calling. This is crazy. There's quite a bit of wind noise. I apologize, it's gotten very windy. That high-pitched call, he's calling his brothers. They're not here. He feels like he's lost them, that's why he's calling. Oh, big yawn. Where are your brothers, boy? Call them. So I was wrong earlier. I thought they would just be hiding next to the carcass. Meanwhile, there's something completely different, and he's starting to miss them, clearly. He is finally starting on that humongous back leg. And you can see he's using the side of his mouth to cut into the flesh of the ostrich. Now that's that classic process of carnassial shear, using his sharpened molars to slice through the outer layers and slice into the muscle. And then he can chew and swallow. So he doesn't actually use his front teeth in this process. He's using the sides of his mouth, and then you can see he shakes his head from side to side. He's trying to rip pieces off as he's biting. It just kind of makes the process a bit quicker. Now the light is starting to fade. I didn't think he could fit more ostrich in, but I think time-wise he's being forced to do the classic squeeze everything in that you can.
The girls are really fighting here. Everyone is crazy. Really, really fighting. I haven't seen this in a long time. It's calmed down a little bit, but just wait. Isn't this madness? I'm sure you guys can hear that. But just to let you know, everyone, they are fighting over food, okay? And it might not be the most pleasant thing to look at. So just as a little disclaimer to you all, they are fighting over food. So if you don't like that kind of thing, then maybe you look away at this point. Unfortunately, it's very natural in the animal kingdom. That's how they eat, that's how they feed. But to some people, it's difficult to watch. What a sighting for the kiddies. Don't look at us. I do not have your warthog.
Look, I don't think you can have a lot. Like if you got I'm going to go to extremes. If you got like 100 or 200 hippos here, then the pressure is going to be a lot on the hippos itself, the competition itself. Then it could become a little bit of a problem. But sometimes you even see at some of these rivers in the Greater Kruger Park, even at some of the other reserves north in Africa, when there's those rivers, when they start drying up and you've got like 50, 60 hippos all bundled up together trying to get as much water as possible because it's going into those drought years, and that could be a big problem. But luckily for these hippos around here, there's a lot of dams situated at all different areas, and so if there is too much pressure for these hippos here, they'll tend to move to other dams itself. What are you doing? These two. Typical, even like you think about cubs and calves and everything, babies, youngsters, always full of energy. And we always say, where do they get that energy from? A little bit of a shove there.
This is a wonderful sighting, everyone. This is very rare that you have buffalo actually being entertaining like this. Normally, they're like a great big herd of cattle. Quite impressive to watch, but not very entertaining. But look at this little chap. He's having the best time. He's got lots of energy. I don't know why. And now he's jumping on the floor, diving in the dirt. And now he's so tired he must have a quick lie down. Isn't that fun? Just like human youngsters, they enjoy to have a good time. I think this one's getting quite tired though. And I actually think he might be showing off a little bit for us. Right now he can't decide if he's exhausted or if he wants to carry on playing, and his mother's saying to him, well, what are you doing? It's a young elephant bull, all on his own, and he's sort of wandering from bush to bush, having a meal. But I get the sense that he's quite lonely. It's probably absolute garbage. It's probably just my own sense of what it would feel like myself to be walking across a dark clearing in the night, trying to find something to eat. Yeah, I'm not sure. Lilypan, if it's a cow and she's lost her herd, I mean, they would call for her. Yeah, that is a cow. That's not a bull.
We found a spring hare. It's cleaning its face. How cute is that? Those tiny little half hair ears. Oh my goodness, this is the most relaxed spring hare we've had, by far. They spend a lot of their lives up on their back feet, just like that, using their back feet and their tail planted on the ground to balance. This little one is having a great time checking for predators every time it pops up, listening, and then it quickly pops down for another bite of yummy vegetation. Oh, please won't you turn around and hop for us? I really want everyone to see what I mean when I go. They literally go boing, 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 boing. Yes! Amazon, you must be the lucky person because you sending in your comment made the spring hair bounce. So thank you. But thank you very much for joining us. It has been a very entertaining sunset safari. Good night, everyone.